Hi everyone, welcome to Daughter of Fire Tarot. My name is Daughter of Fire, and today I'll be leading you on this tarot reading experience. I haven't recorded or posted anything in a while, mainly just because I've been so freaking tired. I've been working so much over the last month and a half, and I really did do a lot of readings for just, what my threshold, what my energy is. I did a lot of readings back in October, and that drained a lot. So I'm back today here in December. I'll get to posting those couple of readings that I did in November, and then I also have a deck review for this deck, which is the Green Witch's Oracle, which I just got. This is the first reading where I'll be using it today. We're getting called today to read from the Starseed Oracle, the Green Witch's Oracle, and then of course just a regular tarot cards. So this is a card of the day. Just keep in mind any readings that you may find on any social media platform, whether that's YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, whatever it is. Please try not to take it as sound legal, medical, business, financial, relational, or otherwise even spiritual advice, okay? There's going to be a lot of people on YouTube at any given point. We got the Judgment card. You're certainly being watched over. There is someone or something that is in those higher realms that's looking after you. Not sure why, but this is a card that suggests being surrounded divinely. And so someone is, cycle coming to completion. The Five of Deniers in reverse. In the reverse for that, I'm gonna have to actually consult the guidebook because I'm not actually sure what that is. It is a card that's the number 5. It's a card that denotes some sort of a change. So in the reverse, you have the Five of Deniers, reversal of bad trend, new interest in matters, overcoming room. Somebody is coming to God. Somebody is done with a way of life. Somebody has come full circle in faith. Someone has come full circle in faith. That's what I'm hearing right now. Someone has been out one end and they're back right through, and they're out the other end. And I think that this is speaking about somebody who is about to meet God, or about to meet their spiritual team. Like somebody that is, in fact, getting more in touch with faith. This could be you or somebody that's in your world. Oh, the Death card. Many old things are clearing away. Bondages are coming free. Somebody was held back in particular spiritually. Somebody was held back spiritually, and that cycle is now done. That cycle's finished. The Death card comes through to complete that cycle. Because what do you get before the World card? Of course, you have to go through the Death card. The Death card is kind of the preliminary cycle card before you hit the completion at the World card. Okay? This could be somebody that's entering a new stage of life as well that I'm hearing, because this card, this is card number 20. Somebody entering their 20s. Somebody entering their 20s or leaving their 20s, entering something to do with the 20s. I'm getting that this number 20 is very significant. So it could be something to do with your age. It could have something to do with a date. You'll have to take that however that means for you, okay, or if it applies to you. What more do we have to say about this person that's surrounded by divine judgment, divine guidance? Somebody really coming into a spiritual identity, I guess. Somebody really coming to terms with the fact that God has been reaching out. What's hidden, choosing not to hide any longer. I'm getting that somebody is choosing not to hide any longer. Somebody's held back by certain bondages, and you knew that only the Lord, only God, only faith could free you from this. and you're not willing to hide from it any longer. It's been stirring so up in the upright. I mean, this card, we go over the moon card a lot. We talk about how this card is the symbolism of what is being hidden, what you're, you know, there's this guy here, this bard, he's singing to this woman who is in this mansion or this estate here, not realizing the moon is hovering right over him. It's huge. It's undeniable that it's there, but he continues to sing. He continues to send his song through the wind, not realizing what is actually hidden inside. What's actually, this is the crayfish. This is a symbol of what's hidden. So something is lurking beneath the depths. Something was lurking beneath the depths in your world. You're no longer looking to entertain that. You might have been, I feel like on this channel, like we talk to a group that is coming out of this lifestyle of dishonesty and treachery and really double dealing, and someone is coming away from that. They're coming to find God. I'm really getting that they're being reached out to spiritually with that card. And in the Marseille deck, traditionally, for the reverse meaning of the card, yes, it's minor deceptions, trifling mistakes, overcoming bad temptation, uneasy contentment gained after paying the necessary price. Right? Somebody is coming through. Somebody is letting old dogs die. That's a phrase for somebody. I don't know, that just came through. Old dogs die. Somebody is letting old dogs die. And when I'm speaking to that person, I mean, that could be an old dog in somebody. Okay, that could be somebody who's living a certain lifestyle that you know of, and they're a bit of an old dog, and they need to get their life back, and so they're considering, you know, they're moving towards the steps that require them to lead a different life, and that does include faith. Did we have anything further about the death card? I wanted to go over the traditional meaning of the death card, because yeah, that can be a card that is scary to quite a few people. But I mean, the death card is, I mean, it's either a card that can signify illness or moving towards, you know, a very detrimental outcome. But in this context, and in the traditional context, it does say this card suggests clearing the way for transformation, alteration, sudden change, great change, death of the old self, and not necessarily physical death. So very clear what kind of a message we're getting here. This is somebody, the Lord is really reaching out to this person, whoever they are. And Spirit's got a bit more to say about that. Oh my God, that's so many. Look at how many they're trying to, no, can I just get one, please? May I just have one? Is it one? Just one card, please? It gave me two. And they came up in the reverse, though. So you got the Chariot. Ah, yes. Stalled decisions. I mean, in the upright, when you have the Chariot, you have a very fast approaching man with a wand in the carriage, and the horses that are drawing the carriage are going into two separate directions. Well, I mean, duplicitous lifestyles, we're done with those, right? We said we were done with that, and so that's coming to a halt. So that's what we mean here by somebody is no longer willing to live in the dark, is what I just heard. Somebody is no longer willing to live in the dark. They're no longer willing to pull their carriage into two separate directions. They're ready to be consistent. They realize there is a change that needs to be made. They realize that there is a change that needs to be made. It's not an easy one, and it is one that has required them to really look within. What have I been missing all my life? It was similar to me. One day I sat back and I was in such despair. I wondered what was missing from my life, and the answer just came to me. The word came to me, Jesus. And that was it for me. Somebody has got some, not very kind words for this person. Somebody is ready to attack them just with, it seems like maybe things from the past. We have the Seven of Cups here, and the Six of Cups is typically about, memories, childhood, that kind of thing. With the Seven of Cups in reverse.
Really quickly, guys, I just wanted to cut in with this because I noticed that the Seven of Cups in this video showed up in the upright. And I mentioned that it is the reverse meaning for fantasy, unrealistic attitudes, imagination, dreams, foolish whims. No, that is the upright meaning, as you can see. So I guess in the future, I'm not sure if I'll jump in and do more of these edits. But if I don't, just kind of assume that whatever lands on the table and what is actually being spoken is the actual message coming through, because that's like a live feed between intuitives and spirit, is whatever is coming out of the mouth or whatever lands on the table. That is the live feed from spirit. But yeah, upright card, and we had an upright divinatory meaning. So it was the correct one, but I described it wrong. It is not a card that showed up in the reverse.
We have fantasy, unrealistic attitudes, imagination, daydreams, foolish whims. I'm getting that somebody is really trying to drive a knife in the back of this person who is coming through, trying to come through. And they're trying to spiritually intervene with this guidance that this person or that you are receiving. Someone is trying to come in and interrupt that. So it's very important for you to be on your ground spiritually. And when I am talking to somebody who is getting into faith, I want to just empower you. Prayer is something that is so powerful, and I can't tell you the ways that it has changed my life and just the trajectory of my life. Just by learning to pray, learning to talk to God. And you don't have to do anything elaborate for that. You don't have to do anything flashy. It's as simple as sitting and talking with him or them or whatever it is that you believe in, okay? Because God is one. I had a landlady who told me that one. She said, God is one. And I've believed it ever since. So, I mean, for this person who is trying to really get in tune with their spiritual identity, that's something that they have maybe like neglected for a large part of their life or their whole life. Something is coming to try and interrupt you. And this is kind of the part where I would get into, it is demonic in energy. So make sure that you are grounding yourself. Make sure that you are extra gentle with yourself as you trudge forward. Whatever decision it is you made to change, whatever kind of a lifestyle it was that you were living, it's something that you realize is no good, and it doesn't add up. It's not conducive to the kind of life that you want to lead, or it's not conducive to the end goals that you have. So you've realized that, or this person has realized that, and taken a step back, and really it was the Lord that encouraged them to do so. One more card here, the Eight of Cups. We have succession. We have succession here, and this has to do with the person that's bearing some slanderous words. They're saying things like, you can't do it. Well, what, you think? Some people really are manipulative abusers, right? And so this could be somebody that was hurt and doesn't believe that this person is going to change. Well, I mean, it's very obvious that they're surrounded. So something up there does want them to change and is really urging them, and this person's beginning to kind of take off the mask. This Eight of Cups here with this succession, you have a discontinuance of effort, it says. It's the Eight of Cups, discontinuance of effort, disappointment, abandonment of previous plans, shyness, modesty. Someone is trying to make you small, or something will try to make you small. Don't stand for it. Don't stand for it, because the second that you give in to limited thinking, when you stop listening to God and when you start listening to other people, it will keep you in a limited just stance for your life. Had I listened to a lot of people that tried to give me advice or tried to tell me things, or the best direction they thought I should move in, was that necessarily going to be the best? Because, hey, I'm still standing where I am. I'm still here. That means something to me, right? To this person who's going through this change, you need to have that mindset where, you know, if anybody is trying to come and take this from you, it's already yours. They can't have it. You need to have this mindset when you're dealing with those kinds of people or those kinds of energies coming in your way, when you're getting spiritually attacked, really, because that is what spiritual attack is. When you're in an abusive home, when you're in an abusive workplace, when you're in an abusive environment whatsoever, yep, that's demonic. So you really have to audit the people that are around you and how much of that is yours to take on, how much of it is theirs, right? So I'm going to see what kind of spiritual guidance you have within the Starseed Oracle. What is Spirit trying to tell us about the situation? What are they trying to tell us about how you should move spiritually? Let's look at that. Ooh. This deck still it doesn't shuffle very well. I found that it has never really shuffled. This deck is rather quiet tonight, even. Oh my God, you guys, I get this card all the damn time. Trust the timing. Oh, what's the bottom card here? Trust the timing. Trust the wave that you came in on, right? I'm getting that this is somebody who doesn't feel confident in making the changes. This isn't somebody who has ever really done something like this before. This is somebody who is, you know, terrified. They're maybe second guessing themselves. They're like, am I really hearing, you know, God talking to me, or am I just a fucking schizo, right? I mean, I feel like all of us who talk to God, we've had that moment, or we've even gone in for evaluation and they're like, well, we can't give you that because you don't have the criteria. Like, that's very different from faith, right? But again, at the same time, you know, you don't really trust, you don't feel confident in this new faith and this newfound desire to change. Also, you feel right here, what do I always say about this card? There's so many different places that you can go to, and you're just not sure how to get started. You want to be everywhere all at once. You can't. It's physically impossible in this human body. So you have to make some choices. And the best choice for you to make is to trust the timing, trust the wave you came in on. You came in at the right time. Okay? Everything happens for a reason, even if you cannot see that reason yourself. Yes, starving children happen for a reason. Sexual abuse happens for a reason. And it's because this world is sick. And it's up to us what we make of all these things around us. You know, do we take a stand, or do we sit quiet and we ignore it, right? So when people say, well, that's such a stupid saying, everything happens for a reason. Yes, everything does happen for a reason. It's all about the perspective that you choose to have. And a perspective is a choice. There's certain things that can behold us to a perspective, but at the end of the day, it is a choice. So, what else, Spirit? I kind of just put that card back, and I forgot to check what the card was at the bottom of the deck. I said I was going to check that card, but at the same time, Spirit was really coming through with that other message there. There's two more. We have Messenger. Serious energy, bringing harmony and balance. Maybe that's what you need. Okay? Maybe you need to welcome this. Harmony and balance is trying to come to you, and it's through this judgment. They're trying to reach you. Are you going to let that in? Are you going to let in harmony and balance to your life? Are you going to listen to that little voice that keeps popping up in your head? It's a doorway. It's open for you to go and meet whoever or whatever it is you want to meet there, right? Fall into my arms. Surrender. holding the opposites, extremes of life. That's exactly what it feels like. It feels like you're being caught. Okay, it does. It feels like you're being caught. I remember, I'll just kind of cut in with the story, but I remember even, I don't remember the exact day, but I remember it was a day when my partner at the time was at work, and I was at like the worst point in my life, just emotionally, financially, career, like everything. My life was in the toilet. And I was stuck with this guy, and I said, like, God, like, just, if you're there, like, I need help. I need help. And I just started asking that. And that was when he started showing up. And it took a couple of years for me to really let him in. But he's there. I want you all to know that he's there. If he's reaching out to you, or if there is something that's reaching out to you, reach back. Reach back. Because I promise you're going to be able to tell whether it's you being cuckoo or whether it's the real deal, okay? I got other videos to share on that, but I had an experience that changed my mind too. And I'm really getting that this is somebody that doesn't mess with this stuff. They're not somebody that has an interest in God. They're not interested. You know, they may have said things about, you know, people of faith that, you know, makes you think that they're an atheist or something like that, right? Theism is a spectrum, really, and people fall into that spectrum in different ways and at different times, and you know, some people never get there, and they're not supposed to. Okay, so I don't know who this is speaking about, but if it's you, you know, welcome. It is pretty scary to go through, you know, kind of your first spiritual encounter. It's hard to kind of have God break that wall for you. It's a scary experience, I'm not gonna lie. So to whoever is going through all of this, like, may the Lord be with you. That's really all I can say. Clearly with you during this reading, because I wouldn't have pulled out this card if they were not. So we're gonna take my new deck here, the Green Witch's Oracle, and see what kind of symbols it has to share. What kind of symbols or messages it has to share. This deck is actually real curvy. I shuffled it like once, left it by my window, and I think it permanently curved. Let's go. Whoa. Oh. Earth. Oh, wow, you have to do some grounding. You could be somebody that is in kind of an earth energy. You could be an earth sign, or this could be talking about an earth sign. Overall message is you need to ground yourself. You see the fact that it's a globe and you have the moon faces above it? Take time. The earth revolves around time, and the earth nurtures itself through time and through focus. When we focus on nature, it grows. So when you look into yourself that way and you give yourself kindness, you're treating yourself like we should be treating the earth, and that will allow you to grow spiritually as well. You have to give it time. You have to give it some moon cycles, right? Time. Any other symbols, any other just drop out like the big old like section of the deck. No. Okay. What else, Spirit? What else would the Green Witch's Oracle like to say? What are the messages? What are their symbols? What are the messages? What are their symbols? What are the messages and what are their symbols? Another one, Spirit. Oh! Pine tree. Vitality, longevity, perseverance. Again, what did I say? It's not going to be an easy ride. And I mean, if you know what a pine tree is, it's a coniferous tree. Coniferous trees are designed by nature to withstand very extreme weather. And, oh. Sorry guys, the lighting just kind of glitched out there. I think it's my battery. We'll do this reading in a part 2 here. So just give me 1 second and we'll be back. There we go. I'm just gonna join them together. But as you guys know with pine trees, I mean, they are coniferous trees, and coniferous trees are really designed by nature to withstand very frigid temperatures. What you're going through is that you do feel left out in the cold. You know, you're kind of like, my life has kind of been a lie up until this point, and now I just don't feel supported, feel very lost. You just have to give yourself time, and you do have to persevere. You know, I think there's a lot of conversation going on right now with the way the world is. You know, why should we have to persevere anymore? But I mean, I think perseverance, it's always been a condition of human existence. We had to persevere to become the species that we are, and you know, now it is to a detriment, and we have to persevere through it even still, right? I mean, I just think that that is the nature of human existence, and for some it's a sad fact, for others it's a perspective to lean into, and you know, I ebb and flow between both. But so another symbol that we're getting here, the bird, freedom, opportunity. Don't forget that this is actually all about your freedom. I used to be very, very limited in thought, limited in faith, and it didn't get me anywhere. I had to accept that the cage was being opened for me. You know, you might be this bird, or the person that we're talking about might be this bird, and they've been held captive all their life. They don't know another way to be. They don't know another way to think, and the window's being opened up for them. The clouds are clearing and the trumpet is being blown. So somebody is being asked, you know, to have a personal relationship with God, with Jesus, with whatever it is that they feel calling out to them. That is what this message is about. Somebody is being reached to right now. And if that person is you, you know, it is your choice to reach back. If that person is someone that you know, it's not an excuse to, you know, go and meander around this person and get in their energy or get in their face and try to figure out what's going on with them. It's not an opportunity to reconnect, right? This could be about so many different people, but it's an archetype, it's a message that's coming through. And somebody is trying to get free. Somebody is literally being, you know, the Lord, Spirit, everything is just trying to kind of spiritually push you out of the cage because you're so uncomfortable. You're so new to this. You don't feel like you have the experience to fly. And, you know, that could very well be true. You're maybe somebody who didn't think that you'd go that way. And to that person, I mean, it's scary, right? It's very scary and very unnerving, and you're gonna second guess yourself just a bunch. And you might even feel a little bit crazy sometimes. That's how it starts. That's how it starts. But you learn to discern. Did not mean to rhyme that, by the way. You learn to discern. So more from the tarot here, more about this this person. Oh, that's so many. That's so many, but he's asking me to take them. So we got the Hanged Man in reverse. Seems somebody may be coming out of a stagnation. We have a Four of Cups in the upright, and then we have a King of Coins that's in the reverse. So this is really essential to this message that's coming through. So the Hanged Man, we'll start with the Hanged Man here. The Hanged Man in reverse. In the Marseille deck is a lack of sacrifice, unwillingness to make the necessary effort, failure to give of oneself, preoccupation with the ego, false prophecy. So somebody's not stepping forward fully, but you are in a position where you are trying to come out of a stagnation, out of this hanging. At the same time, you're not willing to make the full switch. Like I was getting earlier, you are a little bit scared. This is stuff that freaks you out. I'm specifically getting that this is stuff that freaks somebody out. And I mean, that's totally normal. Been there, done that, I gotta say. So you have the Four of Cups in the upright. You have awareness and aversion, disgust, disappointment, unhappiness, bitter experience. Yeah, you're feeling all of that. And I mean, I almost want to describe it like kind of like a realization. I know that there's some people that they get really upset or they get really emotional and they actually start to vomit. Well, there's something similar with kind of having just a deep spiritual realization, with coming to God. I mean, your reality quite literally does not go back to what it was. Okay, things are forever changed, and your body lets you know. I mean, some people may throw up, some people may just have like a straight up anxiety attack. Like, your body will tell you things, and this is shit that scares you. So I mean, be prepared for a lot of physical discomfort as you lean more into this spiritual identity, because it's going to feel weird at first. It will feel weird, okay? I went through this years ago, and I still have to sit down and kind of talk about the things that led me over the years, but are they ever poignant? And things that would never have me change my mind because of how strong the event was. So back to kind of the overarching message here. I mean, this shit scares you so bad you don't want to step into it. You're like, am I going off the deep end? Am I like turning into some sort of crazy person? I thought that I had my convictions about me my whole entire life, but now they're being placed in front. I'm being told to change my lifestyle. I'm being told to start listening to stuff that's up there, even if I don't believe in it, you know? Like I say, other people don't bring you. He finds you when he's ready, and you're good and ready. And sometimes he doesn't find you at all. Sometimes he's not meant to find you, right? So the deniers, back to the deniers. So in the reverse, you have corruption, using any means to achieve the desired end. Verse, avarice, unfaithfulness. So you guys can tell I'm getting tired. But yeah, I mean, you want to leave that kind of stuff behind. It's just you're not taking the full step, because a lot of this stuff scares you or disgusts you or confuses you. You're like, I thought I was this kind of a person, but you know, I'm kind of just being pulled for some reason in this direction, and it makes you uncomfortable, and you can expect some discomfort for some time to come, because I got bad news for you. It doesn't go away right away. Once it wants to latch onto you, I mean, that's really it. Your life has changed. It's up to what you do with what you receive after that. So, anything more to say, Spirit? Is there anything else? Someone wanted to come out. Chevalier d'épée. So, you were this person that's charging into action. This is the fastest moving card in the deck. And with it being in the reverse, I'm going to say that this is you being told to slow down. Again, let's come back to our Earth card from our Green Witch's Oracle. Whoops, that's the bird card. Earth card right here. Come on back down to planet Earth. Ground yourself. Look within. Go into your, your own kind of personal spiritual scrying ball and look within yourself. Give it time, and the image becomes clearer, right? You don't want to be this fast-moving knight going through change. You need to slow down. Absolutely need to slow down. Don't go too quick. And don't listen to people that have their swords wielded at the same time, right? This is a slanderous person. Could be a woman even. A slanderous person who is trying to take you down. Or just bad demonic energy in general. This is somebody holding their sword up high and saying, who the hell do you think you are? They're coming at you, or they're coming for this person. That's for somebody. It's real interesting, Spirit. So let's finish up here, I guess, with notes. Looks like we've got 3 that wanted to come out. So I'm getting that one is past. Oops. One is past, one is present, one is future. The past would like to say, I have no plans to come forward. So some of you may have been holding on to something or someone from the past. This is to let you know that person will not be coming forward. They've got no place in your future. It's maybe time to let that go. The present says, I can't take my eyes off of you. Well, someone is focused. You're focused, or that person is focused. This person that wants to come through, that God is trying to touch. I can't take my eyes off you. The Lord is also saying this to you. I can't take my eyes off you. Focused in the present moment. Right? That's where you are now. And if you don't take your eyes off of the present, you will have so many opportunities to make choices that lead to change. And the future says, corrupt spiritual influences have a hold on me. Holy shit. Poignant. My God, I can't, you guys. I can't today. Oh, the Lord is coming through so strongly and just wants to let you know that he's there, and he wants you to come into his arms or their arms or whatever it is. You know, I'm a Christian personally, you guys, but I mean, I know that God comes and takes many different forms among all of us. So whatever it is that you believe in, corrupt spiritual influences have a hold on your future. Pray to God. Go to God about it. Go to God about it, and he'll give you the guidance that your heart needs. And all I can really say is that you're surrounded. You're surrounded right now. None of this is going anywhere. It's just, I understand that it's freaking you out a little bit. It's freaking you out a little bit. You're stuck in this 4 of Cups. And, you know, it can be scary to have these kinds of realizations. Wonder if there is something wrong with you. If you have concerns, if you're hearing voices, if you are, having really erratic thought patterns, go talk to a psychiatrist. They'll be able to tell you what is and isn't normal, and what you're experiencing is, just a healthy relationship with faith, or, something a little bit more serious. But this is somebody who is really starting to hear God reaching out. And I just want to say that he's there. He's free. He's like the air that we breathe. Keep a good relationship. Don't ever feel abandoned. Don't ever feel abandoned by God, because God's always got you. Don't be afraid to reach out, because even he's a little bit scared to come in and interrupt what you're doing, right? Because you might be pushing him out a bunch. You might just be kind of rolling your eyes, shaking your head. That's not me. But, he's trying to come in. And that was what he did for me. I could no longer push him off. I said, I need you, Lord. I need you. Yes, come to me. It doesn't feel real, but I need you. And that's what happened to me. And it's led me where I am today. And today, my relationship with God, I don't feel like there's anything that could take that away from me. And it's just the reason that I keep going. Whoever this is, I want to give you the biggest hug. I want to give you the biggest hug, because it sounds like, you've led quite the life, and you felt lonely for a lot of it, and you felt like you had no guidance, you felt like no one was watching over you, you were quickly coming to the realization that that's not true. There are a lot of people that care about you, and there is a God that watches over you and watches over me and watches over everyone else as we go about our lives and we make our choices. So that's the message that wanted to come through. I can't really commentate on it for that. I can't commentate on it further. That's just what wanted to come through, and Spirit says we're done. So till next time, this has been Daughter of Fire Tarot. I know I haven't been posting a lot. I will post the November readings I did because somebody will need to hear those at some point. And yeah, take care until next time. Hopefully it's a little bit more regular from here on out, but we'll see. Bye.